She either forgot or she just didn't want to deal with it today.
She's just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Like if these kids want to like ruin their education, then so be it.
And we did.
Yeah, and we did.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Once again, or for the very first time.
We are here to bring you mediocre funniness. So strap in.
Top notch in our minds, but probably
in.
mediocre.
Well, I'm sure if you've been a regular to the Chip and Cern Show, or you consider yourself a Cerny slut or a chipmunk, you know that Chip and Cern, we dust off the old golf clubs. How many times a year, Cerny? Maybe 3 during non-pandemic.
3, 4, maybe 4.
5. We're really getting to some sort of groove.
Yeah, I'm getting in a groove.
We're getting to a groove then. And then one of the highlights, honestly, of my year is always the Cerny golf tournament, the work golf tournament. And that's we usually make a spectacle of it on the show because it's always Joe, Dana, Chip and Cern, and I mean, just a great day, just a great fun day,
hanging out, having fun,
shooting the shit with Cerny's coworkers,
who never really understand anything we're talking about.
They don't, and it is kind of funny because so that got canceled, and then do you think, Cerny? I don't know if you have any early intel, but I feel like the golf tournament is probably one of those things that's like, oh, it didn't happen last year. Oh, well, we're just going to let that not happen anymore kind of thing. Are you getting a sense of that?
Yes, I am. And I'm also, because I also think a lot of people that orchestrated this have now retired.
Oh, and it was their thing. And they're like, oh, once Bob retires, let's kill the golf tournament or something like that.
And it's like a big thing. So it's like, but I haven't heard anything about like, maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. Who knows? It's like one of those.
I mean, in terms of COVID-safe activities, outside, socially distant, you couldn't get any more distant. I mean, especially
versus ass.
Yeah, especially where Cerny and I are looking for our golf balls. We're way the fuck off even the fairway, so we don't have to worry about anybody. And you're in a golf cart. Everyone to their own cart. Then I guess. I mean, it's a pretty safe activity.
Or you know what? If you want to share, if you're both waxed,
let's go.
And you're ready to roll.
I'm about to be vaxxed and waxed fully before my birthday. So this is an exciting bit of news in the behind the scenes for Chip and Cern. So Cern's birthday was in March, and then Joe just had his birthday here, and then my birthday is a couple weeks after Joe's. So we're piling all of them together for a golf outing. Our first golf outing.
We got 1, 2, 3. March, April, May.
March, April, May, and Dana's November or something. Yeah. So we're hitting 3 birthdays out of the park with one golf trip, and I'm looking where I think my golf clubs are in the garage, and there's a lot of stuff stacked on top of and in front of said golf clubs. So that tells me they haven't moved in quite some time.
I haven't probably swung them out since 2019. I can tell you that.
At least, yeah.
So I'm gonna literally, not figuratively, literally blow dust off my club heads.
Now, I had the thought today. I said, well, why don't I just go and hit a bucket of balls at the driving range and just bust some of that rust loose? I almost feel that might do more harm than good for me at this point. It's
squash the confidence.
That's true. Or it's like, I'd rather try to strike some of that beginner's luck. That could do it too. Try to capture something.
I find like some of my best hits are on the driving range.
True.
Probably because I'm not thinking about it, but you know.
Yeah, and once it becomes the thing that you start getting into your head and, okay, my grip is this way, and then I think if I just, what was Joe telling me 2 years ago? Oh yeah, that's right. Turn your knuckles in so slightly. I think that's what he told me. And then you go take a couple hacks and
it doesn't help when you're when you think that there's some sort of tomfoolery that's going to happen on the backswing too. Right. It's always in the back of my mind.
There's always the chance out of any swing there's some bullshit happening.
Even if nothing's going on and they're snickering,
you're on edge.
Oh, something's coming.
You're still on edge. Still on edge. Now we know Joe has not pulled back on the golf game at all. I think he's still.
No, I even got a text from somebody I work with saying, "Hey, I'm out with Joe right now."
Just kidding.
Fuck my invite.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, you have my number clearly, so where was the Cern invite on this?
I with you for 15 years. You just leave me off. You get Joe. You know it for how long?
Son of a bitch. Now, how do you think it goes on the golf journey?
Like who's the best?
Well, I mean, we know Joe, but I'm a little bit. I'm curious about your own performance.
I'm probably last. I'm dead last.
I know. I'm not feeling super confident, to be honest either. Probably be bringing some claws though.
It's hot girl summer.
Yeah. So we'll both be vaxxed and waxed by then for the Chip and Cern show official Hot Girl Summer 2021. Now, Cerny, you just recently got topped up with some Pfizer or
Moderna.
Moderna, okay. How did the shot 2 go for you?
Well, it was pretty. So I went down to the place, and when I got this is interesting. So I got there. Yeah, there's like nurses and stuff or whatever. They're going through their things, and there's this lady that was walking around. She had like the cursive tattoo on her neck.
Okay.
And she was kind of like disheveled looking. I was like, oh, my luck is I'm gonna get her. And she called my name. I was like, yep. So I get in.
This is the nurse.
Yeah, or whoever's administering my shot.
Okay.
Like okay, whatever. Just give him,
get it done.
So I'm sitting there.
It's not like it's hard to do. I feel like you could just you could do it yourself if you wanted.
Yeah. So then we get in there. She closes the door. And she's like looking around. She's like, "Where's your shot?" I was like, "You tell me."
Oh my gosh!
I was like, "Fuck." I think I forgot it. I needed. I was like, "All right, that's fine." So I was sitting there. I was like, "It's a good thing." It wasn't like Robin or someone
who gets spooked easy.
Yeah, terrified needles. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "Okay." So then she's like, "Oh, okay, this is your second one," and at that. They were only doing number 2s because of shortage.
Oh.
So I was like, okay. So she's like, okay, yeah, this is your second shot. I haven't got my shot yet because, you never know. I was like, you don't have your second? She's like, I don't have any. Because you never know what's going to happen to you. I was like, might want to put a pin in your fears. It's just, I mean, I'm fine because I'm sure maybe I'm smarter than you, I guess, but
you just trust the science.
Yeah, but you're administering a shot and you're telling me that of the fears. What about someone who was a little bit on edge? Like maybe they weren't sure if they want to go through with it. Maybe she assumes since I already got one, I'm in it for the long haul. I don't know, but I was like, might want to keep that one close to the vest next time.
Cerny, I think that is what they refer to as bedside manner, and that is piss poor bedside manner. I would say.
I was just like, okay,
wow, that's okay. That seems like a problem. Like I wouldn't want.
Like,
It's like if you worked at the grocery store and you're like someone's checking you out, you're like, oh, really bacon? Well, this gives you cancer. Get it from the butcher or something. You're at the butcher. He's like slicing.
Yeah.
It's like he's got the big like those things. I wonder how many fingers are lost on the big deli slicers. Those
I have a small one.
Oh, you got a little small one?
Yeah.
It has a spinning blade like the one,
not like that, not like those where like, it's like a little. It goes, I mean, you could actually, if I push on the blade hard enough, it could stop the blade.
Oh,
that's good enough to keep cuts even. I'm cutting cheese and stuff.
But you're not getting like fucking newspaper, like tissue paper thin.
No,
turkey
no,
or whatever.
Cern's delicatessen.
Yeah.
We'll
just put it on the list of things that Cern does. His
Renaissance man.
Deli. Yeah.
No, I was just like, okay, what the hell? So I got the
shot went fine.
And this place, this place says you got to wait in your car for 15 minutes, which is cool.
I had that too. The cooling down period. I just was yelling, "Take it out! Take this poison out of me!" I was just yelling out in the car. I can't get this microchip out of me. I've changed my mind.
They're tracking me. So then, actually, I was fine. No, my arm wasn't as sore as it was the first time.
Did you alternate your arms?
No, I always did my left. She goes, okay. Well, it's funny because the lady goes, most people stay their left. I don't know why. I was like, well, I'm sure most people are right-handed like myself. I would like to use my dominant arm.
Dominant,
and not. She's like, oh, I guess that does make sense. That's why I knew. I was like, oh fuck.
Is this your first week on the job? Or?
This was before she lost. She couldn't find the shot. And she said that was the opening conversation. I was like, okay.
Oh. So just it was like an odd. Lots of just kind of your head just.
Maybe you're understaffed. You're just grabbing folks off the street, or I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Hey, we know you flunked out of med school, but we need bodies to inject people. So day of shot, no problem. Did you do some calisthenics and the exercises?
Yeah, you do like the wing. I was like,
okay.
I was making the wife mad. Where I was like, gotta get my wing ready. It's about to be clipped. I kept doing that. Try to knock it off, but nice. Only maybe double down. Next day when I woke up, I wasn't. Everyone's like they had a fever and stuff. I didn't have a fever, but I didn't.
Just weren't 100%.
Wasn't 100%. Like it was one of those like. I could take a nap, all day. Like I was just like kind of like lethargic. Nothing terrible. Didn't really have a headache. People were like, oh, it wasn't horrible. It was just like, I could have been better. One of those things. Like, how you feeling? Like, I've been better.
Interesting. So I had a similar thing for my first one. The first day was good. I actually think I went for a run, so there was a lot of arm moving. So I felt good about that I worked it through my system. And then the next morning I went for a swim. Even more working it through. But then about 12:31 that same day, or the next day after my shot, I was just like, I was fading hard. I was like, I'm like powering down here. I went in, had a little 2.5 hour nap for myself in the middle of the day. I mean, it fucking knocked me out. It just like, it sounds like exactly kind of the same thing you had.
Except for I was an idiot and my dad, so before in 2019, yes, well, no, 2020, it was January. So it was my brother's 30th birthday.
Okay.
We went to, so this is before lockdowns or anything. This is when COVID was still in Wuhan.
Yeah.
As far as we know. We went to, I forget, I'm trying to think of the name, damn it. Satui Winery. Satui Winery.
Oh, okay.
So, and we had bought, we did like a barrel tasting, and we bought some futures. That's when James had too many samples and got a little wobbly.
Got a little cup, too much grape juice in the system.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's like throwing up.
Yeah.
But anyway, we bought some futures. So they called my dad and said that the futures were ready to be picked up. So he called me and said, hey, you want to go with me on Friday? Since you're off. I was like, yeah, sure. Didn't think about it. So then the next, that was the day after my shot, because I got it on Thursday and it was on Friday. So I couldn't take a nap. So I had to meet him there at his house at 8:30 and then go to wine country.
And then did you have a glass of wine? Because everyone knows a glass of wine is real pick-me-up when you're feeling sleepy.
Of course I did. Of course I did, actually.
Well, I know you would have a little sample. Yeah. I mean, you're there.
Right, one in Rome.
You're there. They might as well pour it for you. It's already poured, pretty much.
Already poured. So, you know, it was one of those like, you know, I woke up and I was like, damn it. I can keep on sleeping.
I should have not done that. Well, you're all good now, though.
All good now.
All good. Now, we do have a little bit of, this is just today, that they announced, the CDC was recommending that they stop administering the J&J, the one-shotter, the one-hitter, because there was 6 instances of blood clots in women that they just wanted to kind of pause and circle the wagons on and see what all is going on.
Let's go. 6 out of 6 million. So it's basically really 1 in a million.
1 in a million chance. And I think it was a woman. You have to be a woman, too.
Yes.
So that's even
pretty good. The other thing, too, when you look at science, this is where the weirdos like try to take, you know, spin on it for their own personal gain. If you can't rule it out, then it's a possibility. Does not mean that it is, or, you know, it's one of those, we can't rule it out definitively, so we'll have the possibilities. So we have to look at all aspects. I'm like, well, nope, see, that's what it is right here. Causes, whatever.
That's a very good point, because you could say, I mean, you could claim anything. There's always going to be some margin of possibility.
You can't rule it out. You have to investigate.
Yeah. So, and legally, you know, you wouldn't want to say you absolutely, matter of factly, can never get this, because that puts you in a little bit of a legal pickle, I believe.
A little bit of a pickle.
Now, I feel like this was kind of poorly handled. I don't know what your thoughts are. I feel like there's already some doubt going on about the vaccine in general. And then when you pause things and you say, hold on, we need to look at this again, that's going to spook a lot of people.
A lot. Anybody that's on the fence, it's like, oh, and it's like, oh. And then and also like, you know, someone who just got it. I was like, oh my God, I could have, you know, and it wasn't handled the best.
Yeah. And I saw, I haven't validated this myself, but it was saying for women, the odds of getting a similar blood clot when you're on the birth control medicine is like 1 in 10,000. So like way higher odds. And I mean, I think a lot of women are on birth control. I think. Yeah. So nobody's super worried about that, or no one stops to do that. But then because this whole thing, it's like, I told you,
I've had this conversation with people when they talk about the vaccine. Like, you just don't know what they're putting in your body. And they're a smoker. They're eating fucking McDonald's. I've had a conversation like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
They're concerned all of a sudden. All of a sudden.
Yeah, today's the day. Today's the day I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Today's the day, actually, right now, in this certain amount of time. Not 15 minutes from now, I go on my smoke break.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I was going to spark up a couple heaters outside. You want to rip some butts, Cerny? Let's go.
That's always the one that drives me nuts.
Yeah. And, I think, you know, hopefully they kind of get it going. I think the reason why the J&J one is so important is because it's, you know, not everyone has the luxury to go to the doctor 2 times in a month. I mean, in terms of luxury and transportation to get there, cost to get there, taking the time off work, finding, like, that's a lot of privilege people kind of take for granted sometimes. And I think the communities that are most affected by the virus are the ones that are also having a hard time getting to 2 doctor's appointments. So the one shot is a boom, one and done, perfect. But
good.
Yeah, I would have rather opted for that one just because I don't want to go wait in my car for another 50 minutes or whatever.
Feel like shit again.
Yeah. But definitely. I put my I have my whole sleeve tattoo, and the lady was like, "I'm gonna pick orange." It just goes bloop, like in one of the orange scales of my dragon or fish, or I forgot exactly what it was, but it was it went well. Now I have my little. Are you gonna get your little card laminated for your wallet?
I was thinking, I never thought about it until my dad says something. He's like, "You should probably laminate it just in case we have to use it as like a passport."
No, that's what are we going to be able to? I feel like Apple is going to come out with a thing that you scan it, and it like adds it to your digital wallet. Because your Samsung or your phone, you have like a digital
same
wallet.
thing.
Yeah,
Samsung Pay
same
or
thing.
whatever.
Yeah. So I think once that technology becomes a thing that you can somehow get your vaccination records, because I think maybe when you fly or if you're entering a new country, you would have to show.
I think if you want to see a Giants game, you have to show it.
Oh, really? Now I wonder if a photo will do.
I don't know.
No, because I mean, it's literally it's sort of the same head scratcher as like they give you your social security card on
Cardstock,
like cardstock paper, and this is one of the most important numbers in your entire life, but they give it to you on the shittiest piece of paper.
Yeah,
it's always been an interesting thought to me, and these are no different. These are like index cards. With
couldn't run to the laminator before. It's like the last thing you do. Like Kansas Paces ring the bell when the final thing. Like you run your card through the laminator. But that's your final port on the other side.
You get the shot. You're like,
yes.
Or something they can print on right away that you just kind of keep in your wallet. Because there's gonna be
laser etch it on something like a metal thing. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be like one of those baller celebrity credit cards. It's like metal.
Yeah, like a black Amex,
like
or
a black Amex. That would be cool. I mean, there's going to be people who take that card. Oh, it doesn't fit in your regular wallet, and then they fold it in half, and then it's just in their wallet, and then it gets fucked up or ripped in half.
Yep.
It's going to be this whole thing that they didn't get into something because their card was ripped because they folded up like a fucking idiot. Or they kept it in their pocket and their mom washed their pants or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's probably another one.
So, anyway, well, I'm glad everyone's, getting vaxxed up.
Vaxxed and waxed.
So good. Such a good saying. Vaxxed and waxed. I mean, you're just ready for showtime. At a moment's notice.
You stay ready. You stay ready.
Or as we say back in the day, stay frosty.
Stay frosty. I forgot about that. I should bring it up to this trash talk I'm listening to.
Is the trash talk the kids are doing weak, Cerny? Or is it just
sometimes it gets me. It's just different. Sometimes it does get me. Like I just start laughing. Like we were in the car. Melanie was like saying something about she was telling me that people were selling strawberries on this corner. It's like, I forgot to tell you, there's people selling strawberries on this corner over here. I didn't say anything, and Zach goes, when? Melanie, when? When did I ask? Right? Which thing got me rolling, right?
I mean,
I thought the same thing. I was like, okay,
yeah.
Don't know when I was in search of strawberries, but okay.
I think she's throwing it out there to see.
Yeah, like when she wants them.
Test for reaction, I guess.
I mean, we live in the valley, so it's not like someone selling strawberries in the corner isn't a rarity.
That's like every other corner. When you're driving around. Yeah, for sure.
I usually get up strawberries, Rainier cherries. Those, I usually go for those. But
are the Rainiers the ones that are white with a little bit?
Yes.
Of those. Yeah, those are good.
Oh, those are.
But those come at a premium cost.
Yeah.
You don't eat Rainier cherries when you're a college student.
No,
not in the budget.
That's a luxury. That's what we call a luxury item.
That's called adulting. The Rainier cherry.
So I mean, sometimes the trash talk gets me going because it's loud. It's funny. Sometimes it's a little head scratching.
A little weak.
Yeah, like your dog water. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
What is this? What are you like? What are you like gaming with a bunch of like Mormon kids online or something? And that's like the most
that's what it sounds like.
Savage diss they can come up with.
Yeah, because he was like saying something. Oh, I roasted his ass the other day because he was talking. So what if Charlie or Sonny get in the game and nonstop whining about the internet?
Oh, lagging.
Yes, I'm lagging.
But how much? How much do they pitch to the old Comcast bill every month?
Oh, $0.
Goose egg. Okay.
Yeah, and I've I got mad one day and I was like, listen, motherfuckers, I've told you. Like I got mad enough right now. I was like, I fucking told you guys. I'm at work pulling data. Melanie's at school. You're gaming. Jeffrey's gaming. Mom's streaming on the fucking TV. We have ultimate things
there's
like
a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, there's like they have Ring doorbells and all sorts of shit pulling on the internet. Yeah, but it should be better. I'm like, I explained to you, it's like a fucking highway. The more cars you have on the fucking, so you don't even drive, so I don't even know why I'm explaining to you. So he's like staring at me. He's like, I can hear him yelling. He's like, you know what? I can get better internet at McDonald's. I was like, might as well go find your future employer then. He's like, what are you talking about?
Well, pick up a job app while you're there. So you won't have to
pictures.
worry about your
They got
internet.
pictures of the things you can fucking punch in there, bro.
Oh yeah, is that how their thing is? Is that they McDonald's? You just probably just punch a picture, right? You don't need to know that a Big Mac's code B7 anymore.
No, it's the big picture. I actually went to Habit Burger and they have like a self checkout one like that.
Oh, I actually have used that at Habit Burger as well.
Kind of cool.
And I think I haven't really gone in McDonald's in a very long time, but I used to walk by one at work, and they had huge touch screen panels that you just would order your shit on there.
Wow, I don't know the last time I've actually been inside McDonald's.
I mean, honestly, 15 years ago, maybe. I mean, I think I've driven through one to get like an ice cream cone or something.
Yeah, we've done drive-through. Like, I don't like it, but like every once in a while, like Jeffrey's like, I want a sausage and cheese muffin. I'm like, all right, So it's like,
I remember those things being good in high school.
He loves them,
but then
I want to keep going.
I mean, we're vegetarians, so we don't really, we're not going to burger joints all the time, But our go-to is In-N-Out because they have the secret menu. They got the grilled cheese.
Yeah. So if I'm getting a burger, I usually have a burger, In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Or like a burger place. Like we have like a relish burger, which is like a nice, not like a chain, but it's a place. Yeah. It's just a place. So it's almost like a bar.
Oh.
Yeah, but they do.
It's like burgers. A better Red Robin or something, right?
Yes.
I mean, Red Robin's like a step above like a Denny's, but it's just a burger's Denny's. Didn't we go to Denny's after? I mean, that was a go-to.
Sloppy, greasy.
Oh yeah.
When you're drunk, mops it up. Oh yeah.
Grand slam that shit, baby. Send it. Send
a
grand slam.
You'd be appalled at the so-called trash talk that flies around. I hear it. I'm like, what the hell?
Are they picking it up? Are they doing any research about it? Like, I feel like we had the drive to like up level our shit talking game and our roasting. So we would do research about different jokes or
there's no research.
And workshop some stuff. There was none of that.
I've told you before when like Zach was trying to workshop it on Jeffrey, which is like big brother, you got to workshop your shit on your little brother, and it was sad. Like I had to stop. I said stop, just stop. Like what? I said I can't hear this.
It's offending you almost.
I'd rather you just start saying. I'd rather you use the F word or something on it. I mean, that was a
come with the heavy hitter.
That was shot down though. I said, but this is sad. This is offending me. Yeah, this is making me angry because this is not even funny. Because there was like your dog water, your rice water, your pudding water. I was like, we can't just look in the fucking fridge. You can't just add water.
Add water in front of it.
Yeah, they're like, what?
Your 1% milk water.
You could just you suck. I'm like, oh my god,
that's the killer right there.
I said, go back to the writer's room with that, buddy.
Yeah, send that one back. That joke came in from the fucking mail room. That's a bottom. That's a bottom feeder joke.
You mailed it in, buddy.
Yeah,
go back to the writer's room.
That was no bueno on that one.
Oh yeah, so it's just like you hear it. I'm like, oh my god,
shame. I mean, I remember in high school, it felt like the roasts sometimes were getting so bad that you would have to kind of avoid groups of people for like the week. You're like, well, I can't ever walk by this group because I'm now known as like, fucking one shoe guy or whatever your little nickname was. Like, you just have to steer clear of this area for a while because you had too much heat on you.
There was things like back when the kids went to school, like they were like, oh, this person was so mean. They said, and it was like one of the mildest things I ever heard in my life. I can't even give you an example because I think I erased
like a church insult
Yeah.
or something. Okay.
Yeah, like blue dress, something stupid like that. It's like
Whoa.
they were so mean. They were just picking on this person. They told me, and I was like, I remember thinking, like, my God, Chipper and I were like placed in this time zone. We'd be in jail, expelled. I mean, we wouldn't even be together. We'd probably have to be separated by like the state would mandate it. These two clowns can't be next to each other.
Many teachers, Cerny, have tried to mandate the separation of Chip and Cern, but
never worked.
What was the longest that lasted? Maybe in high school, one class, like one day. So on Tuesday, science teacher had enough. Okay, you two, you guys, you just can't do it.
We're done.
You guys got to move over there, and then the next day, what do you know? We're back in the same.
I can't handle the giggling and the stupid comments and the laughter.
I'm sorry.
Remember,
we should write a letter.
She moved me to the front of the class, and the next day I was like sitting right next to her, like, "Hey, Chip."
I remember her walking. I remember this so vividly for some reason. But we were sitting there, and she walks by to pass papers out, and she stops at us, and we're like, "Oh fuck, she's gonna say something." And then they give the paper back, and they didn't say anything. And I was like, she either forgot or she just didn't want to deal with it today.
She's just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Like if these kids want to like ruin their education, then so be it.
And we did.
Yeah, and we did. I think, I mean, we also got separated in college.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, hello, we were paying money to be here, so
I'm an adult.
Yeah, we're adults.
Before.
That's why we're making the skeleton act like he's jerking off his skeleton penis and coming all over everything because we're adults.
Exist.
And when you go into your little den to work on your PowerPoint and check your email, we're going to do other unspeakable things to the skeleton. So,
make jokes and laugh.
Yeah, with Shorty.
With Shorty, that's right.
Oh, she actually she dropped, right? I think
she may have still been around when we were doing that. I remember her kind of giggling, but she wasn't really up for the games that we were. Playing.
I mean, Cerny, not a lot of people, as evidenced by us only having 4 friends total. Not a lot of people really.
I don't really love her.
Really are like super into putting up with our shit. I guess would be a good way to say it. Although we have long-standing marriages, knock on wood. So that
we do.
That just probably speaks to our lovemaking abilities more than anything, I would think.
Yes, not our. What would it be? Like personability?
Yeah, not our personalities. It's only for the dong.
That's it.
The ladies are only.
We found our route to our success.
Yeah. Yes, we did. Bottoming out.
I mean, don't worry. I'm told I'm exhausting. I think on the daily.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Absolutely. Okay, we got golf coming up, Cerny. Baseball. It's been so nice. Just turn the TV on and just watching a couple innings.
I do love it. Yep. I missed it. And I like when John Boy Media.
John Boy's killing it.
He posts the first manager ejection of the year, our first benches clearing spot of the year. I do love those too.
Excellent commentary, excellent lip reading abilities.
His lip reading ability is spot on.
I can't believe it. And how does he get access to all the feeds?
Know.
That's a lot in just pay-per-view fees, I think. Or he's taking it from digitally. Must be digital.
Yeah, but he may have the feed from the Yankees feed and then the Blue Jays feed, and then maybe it's like Yankees East or Yankees West, it's like TBS East, TBS West. Maybe they have something separate.
And then a national feed. That's a good call. Good call out on that. They must be. What are their main advertisers? DraftKings. They like to spend money.
DraftKings. I think it's a Jersey.
Oh, it's a New Jersey kind of, or is New York?
No, like actual Jersey.
Oh, a Jersey. Right. The Garden State. No. no, like
Jersey
Squad
Nets.
Locker or something, or like fucking Foot Locker or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like he has a few of them, but yeah, I think DraftKings is his major one.
Nice. Yeah. Only good things for that guy. I only wish good things on him.
Me too.
And did you see they did something where they were taking shots at Jameson for every
I saw
strikeout or every hit they gave up or something? I'm like, this sounds like a horrible.
I think it was like strikeout, and it was like Garrett Cole, and I was like, oh fuck, he could have picked like some Greg Maddux or something. I don't know. Else
right, I have no other non-strikeout pitchers really. Or Romo,
Jamie Moyer.
Yeah, Jamie Moyer.
Oh, Romo.
He just tossing. He's over in Oakland now.
Yeah,
back up to his old shenanigans.
Tossing BP in Oakland right now.
Yeah, just throwing those slurvy fucking frisbees up there.
Cement mixing sliders.
Cement mixers, yeah, big. Here it comes. Let's knock it out of this 40-year-old park that no one's showing up at.
I can't believe. I thought they were going to build him a new stadium.
I feel like they've been talking about that shit for fucking 20 years. That the A's are doing two things. They're either moving or they're doubling down in Oakland and doing a new stadium. But none of those things are happening.
Never.
So I don't know.
It was like if I remember like they were. Remember it was like the Raiders and the A's were talking about both moving. Basically,
that would
City didn't want to have two fields. So they had to choose one. So they chose the fucking A's, which is ridiculous. I mean, they couldn't even sell out free day. They had free fucking ticket day, and they couldn't even sell that out.
What would you do? Just open the gates up.
I guess.
Like, come on in, people.
It was like something like you had to claim your ticket. This guy at work was telling me. I was like, what?
Free ticket day?
Yeah, like it was like free. Like you just claimed your tickets.
Well, dude, and then remember back in the day, like a can of Pepsi? You just be like, bring this can and you can get in for $2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what? If you like, remember the coupon would be like printed on the can.
Yeah. Almost like Vallejo or whatever it's Six Flags had the same shit.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, you can't sell it for day. I was like, you're the mayor of Oakland and you're going to pick your horse that's going to bring in revenue for your city. I mean, the fucking Raider fans, they're loyal as hell.
They are.
I mean, they're kind of whether now because they said we chose, I'm talking about the fan base. The fan base was loyal as hell. They'll come see they'll come watch their team. The A's can't even sell it free day, and they've been winners for the past few years.
They're not too bad. I do think a new stadium would definitely benefit them. Downsize that they're basically playing in like a huge fucking soccer football. They're playing in a football stadium.
Called the Coliseum.
Yeah, the Coliseum. So bring it down. Get the park to be, what, 28,000, 25,000. Put it in someplace cool, like on the water, kind of like near.
They were going to do it. They were going to do it. I saw the original mock-ups. They were going to do it in, Jack London Square. So yeah,
that would be perfect.
It was basically right across this bay from fucking San Francisco.
That'd be great. And how fucking funny would it be for the Bay Series to just have the Giants just come over on a ferry?
On a ferry, yeah.
Just take a boat over. And it would be like they could make a whole thing, run a boat or do something like that, and all the team, I think that would be good.
Like, they were supposed to do it. I don't know what happened to that, but I was like, come on.
Now, I will say Oakland is a little bit closer than going all the way into the city for us. So, and it's going to be a cheaper ball ticket, but the experience for the kids, I'd rather just go to the Giants game.
Yeah, the Giants game is way.
It's where it's.
I just wish, if they're talking about. Well, obviously, let's just scrap out all the restrictions on attendance. But
yeah,
baseball's losing its luster.
This is a concern.
Let's make it. Does you have to pay $11 for Bud Light? I mean, that's part of the the problem. It's not just the tickets. Yeah. It's like, holy fuck.
And I think you're right. It's not the game's too slow because haven't they done the studies that NFL games are like 15 minutes longer and those don't have any problem selling?
Yeah. And it's not, it's. I think didn't they say like there was more score? Well, I did see that. There's more scoring in a season, but it's like, well, 162 games versus 17 games.
Yeah.
But
now, Cerny, what do you think about some of these rules that are the holdover rules from the COVID season with extra innings, runner start on second? I kind of like it.
I like that too. Maybe the DH in the NL isn't so bad.
Yeah. I mean, who really needs to see Cueto go up there and swing embarrassingly poor at one pitch while he takes two fucking cock shots down the middle?
Yeah.
Is that exciting? Not really.
No.
Have some kid who's going to swing out of his ass go up there and try to hit a bomb.
But, maybe make it a little more accessible for families and stuff, to bring their kids to the park.
So, yeah, I mean, a family of 4. So first of all, to drive there for me, the park, probably $30 to $40 at least.
Yep.
At least.
This
isn't even counting the tickets. Then, okay, let's say my wife and I get one beer each. That's
$22.
That's
and it's a fucking Bud Light, so it's like a Water Plus.
Water
Plus.
Then the kids, we each get a one food item. So you get fries or grilled cheese or whatever. That's per person. That's probably what? Another $20 times 4. So that's 80. You're looking at 120 plus, so 160. That's just with food and parking. And then the tickets on top of that. And then ice cream, cotton candy,
yeah, because
the
food,
a jersey, all that stuff adds up.
It's like, wow, we're spending $3.
Couple hundy at the ballpark, and you got to drive there. So it's like a whole thing. So, I mean, hey, save up and don't go to a couple baseball games a year, and you can go to fucking Disneyland.
Easy enough. Get your reservations online.
Yeah, go sign up now. Is Mickey going to have a mask on? I wonder.
I saw there was this thing like they have like a watch at Disneyland where it's like has all your information and stuff in it.
I didn't know.
So you don't have to touch anything. My wife was showing me. I didn't look into it.
They have really good apps. So it might be an app for your Apple Watch, or is it just a Disneyland?
I don't know. I didn't look into it. She was just telling me. Yeah, they do have some good apps. I used to use them for like the ride.
That's
times
right.
And stuff like
Right, because you went down and then we went down, so I was just taking all your pro tips from like 2 months earlier. Great. That's right. We had the rascal, the people on the scooters.
The rascal gang.
Yeah. And they're ready to go. They're ready to go back. Just turn everything on, full, let's go, back like how it used to be. But I don't know.
It ain't going to happen that way, but
I don't think so. Don't think so. Oh, mercy me. Well, Cerny, I might get the old wedge out and just hit a couple golf balls in the front.
I think you're right. I might practice a little bit.
Bust some of that rust loose. I just need to get maybe a trip to the driving range wouldn't be a bad idea.
At least get some of the. I think you're right. Maybe I'll do the rust. So when is that? Maybe a couple weeks.
Okay.
Couple weeks.
We got a couple weeks to go. So stay tuned for updates to Chip and Cern's shitty golf game. I also don't like, I know he won't hear a word of this, but I also don't like that Dana is asserted himself as the second best golfer in the group. I'm not okay with this.
I didn't sign off.
I didn't. If it's you, if it's me, that's fine. But Dana, I don't know. Just can't have it.
We got to put this to a vote.
I can't have it. I can't have it. What I can be having is just regular washing of one's genitals, penis and vagina. It's always an important thing to do. And we have the new variant of COVID that's kind of going around that's causing a little bit of resurgence in the numbers. The graph that was going, plummeting in the ground like the fucking stock market after the housing crisis, leveled off and you hear it's coming back up. Oh boy. I'm like, can I get that shot a little early? Maybe a little extra one, maybe a second one in each arm. I wonder what that would do to you. I wouldn't.
Oh man, triple vaxxed.
Yeah, I do have a few nurse friends, and they have been hearing tell of within the community that there'll probably will be some kind of boosters going on.
Yeah, I heard that. Like the flu shot. Every year you got to go in for a little topper offer.
Yeah, makes sense.
Whatever.
You got the base coat. You got the 85% base coat down. Top it off every year. Get that new variant kind of knocked out. We'll be in a good place. And then, by the time our kids are having kids, it'll just be part of the measles, mumps,
in the history books.
Yeah, it'll just be, who knows? Who knows what it'll be then? If the Earth is around still, we haven't greenhouse gassed ourselves to death. Anyway.
Not yet.
Topic for another show.
We'll invite Bill Gates in that one.
Special guest. We'll have him on, and can we get Neil? Is his schedule opening up at all, Cerny?
I'll send him an email.
So Neil, if you want to go ahead, if you're listening, just add chipandcernshow@gmail.com to your accepted senders list within your Gmail account, and that way you can be sure to get good inbox.
If you're too busy for that, and I see you tweet a lot, so just tweet us at chipandcernshow@gmail.com or at chipandcernshow. We'll be there.
We'll be there. Whatever's most convenient for you, Mr. Tyson. And that could be Mike or Neil deGrasse. Doesn't really matter to me. I think any of them would be fun to talk to.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, make sure everyone's keep washing your hands, wearing your mask, and all that good stuff. But until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.